Oh, good morning. Do you know the hardest thing to do when you're making a video? Huh? Do you? It's determining your left from your right. You don't know which hand to raise up? Okay, I know I'm old and confused. What can I tell you? Let's see. Oh, I heard, you know, they've been talking about taking aircraft and other things and weaponizing them for with AI. This is how all this stuff started in those movies. And I'm telling you something. So much of that movie has come true. The Terminator series, a lot of other movies like that has come true. That I begin to wonder whether or not these writers are fortune tellers or not fortune tellers. Is that what you call a future? Somebody who predicts the future? Fortune teller? Okay, fortune tellers or prognosticators or whatever. It's scary sometimes. Trump's in trouble. I've read articles saying that his audit firm for the Trump Media Corporation is in deep shit. I see if I can find the reason why. Uh, Hold on a second. Something's wrong here. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, no problem. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Catch up with today. Chinese tech, Prince Harry. The problem I have with reading the news down here, that even the local news is a day or two old. There's no such thing. We have all this great communication skills, and they pick and choose what you see on an instant in a daily or updated basis. You're not getting the everything that's going on at that day. Uh, we used to. I don't know why we can't do it now. It seems we would be better off doing it now, but I think a lot of it gets reviewed, censored, things like that. While I'm looking for that article, we can read about Brian Wilson, the Beach Boys co-founder. He's got dementia and he's being placed under conservatorship, which is given his daughters uh, consulting privileges to his care, which is basically being handled by managers and business people and stuff like that. That's a great talent. It's like, oh, who's the other guy that came down with it? I can't remember. I'm having problems. I don't know. Mine's not dementia. Mine's just stupidity. Uh, I'll get to that later. But a lot of these good stars, great writers, music writers and whatnot, are having trouble with dementia, and I don't know whether that's because of being around loud music all the time. Is that what helps cause it, or are there other health reasons? Narcotics and all that stuff. I really can't. I really have no idea about stuff like that. How come I can't find that article now? Let's go over here and see if it's here. There was an article about Truth, whatever they call it, Truth Social or something. The auditors, whatnot, came back with some really bad disease. The stock dropped a couple of dollars. I don't know whether that news had anything to do with that. If it did, it's going to go way down. But it's first of all, you have a company that's worth up to $10 billion and has only 36 people working for it, and it started out with like one or two people working for it. There is more fraud going on there, and they're going to find it, and they're finding it, and people are acting like they're surprised. You got to be kidding me! I mean, this is not a surprise. This is the bullshit that happens when you deal with companies like this. If you somebody tells you my company's worth $10 billion, what's your company do? Well, we're a media program. Okay, you're a media program. How many people do you employ? One, me. Hello. How do you become worth nine? You know, how do you become have a value of $9 billion? You don't own anything. You don't have any contracts or anything like that. You don't own anything. That's the big thing. You know. I mean, you could tell Trump is worth. Trump can say he's worth, but he owns things. He may own them with the bank. You know. He may not own them outright personally, but that's all. Part of the deal. That's the finance world. You know. Let's see if I find the article here. Trump Media and Technology Group Corporation stock is down $2.40. Doesn't say much about the stories going with it. I have no idea what's going on with that. This is just stuff that they write, and I'm not sure how accurate it is there, so we won't go there. We'll go over here again. But anyhow, I do what everybody else does. You know, they look at articles and that's wrong. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm having mind farts today. I've been having them all morning. I get days like that. I get days when I'm top of my game. I know everything. I remember everything. And then I get days like today where I have trouble remembering what I'm doing 5 minutes ago. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. That was not a yawn. Okay. Oh, the Republicans are trying to impeach Biden again. You know, if they spent more time trying to do things for the country than trying to, make Trump the hero that he's not, and he never will be. I mean, except to white people who think black people and immigrants are nothing but trouble, I don't think uh, Barron Trump is only 18 years old and he's going to the national convention. That should be interesting. How to fuck up a kid at a really, really young age, And believe me, that'll do it to you. You become. It's politics is the only way you can get ahead in life. Nothing else matters except you now. Watch this kid, because if Trump gets president and this kid stays around long enough, this kid will throw Trump under the bus. His own father. That's the way Donald got money, and this kid is going to do the same thing. He's, but I'm not so sure Trump will trust him like he, enough to let him get there. Oh, I'm sorry, I get quiet. I know you're not supposed to get quiet on these things, but that's the way it is. Nikki Haley's still got some pull everywhere, Indiana especially. That showed up in the primary where she got a tremendous amount of votes that they didn't think, and she wasn't even on the ballot legally. She's not running for anything. She already withdrew. She'll probably throw those, those votes to Trump anyhow. Not that it'll make any difference. I mean, I think they do that automatically if he wins. I think everybody sort of says, that's it. Let's just support Donald. Oh man. J.K. Rowling, a wonderful woman, a great author and whatnot, is anti-trans, and it's an obsession. There's something wrong when people become obsessed about something. It's like It's that quote, I think thou dost protest too much. Yeah, that's it. You know, somebody should really look into that. What's going on there, you know? But nobody wants to look into something like that. They all want to look into Stormy Daniels' sex acts with Donald, you know? If Donald didn't have money, he wouldn't have had sex with Stormy Daniels. Trust me. If he wasn't rich, that's what he says. You know, he says, you know, I'm so rich that I can grab their pussy. I can do anything I want. Because I'm rich, and I'm going to be president. And it's basically true. You know, I mean, not every woman's going to submit to that, but I mean, it's, you know, women are some women are very, very impressed by monetary value of the men they're dealing with, you know. And if you're especially in the industry that she's in, I mean, she was in the porn industry. She has to pretty much, that has to be pretty much your biggest motivation is monetary reasons, you know. She's not going to go do it for political reasons, you know. Steve Bannon his conviction's been upheld. I'm surprised that guy's walking around. I don't hear him too much anymore. Nobody's really paying much attention to him. You know, when you go from being a power broker to a broken power, you know what I mean? Oh, me. Why do people... What is the fascination with power? When I went into the service, and they took me to boot camp, I guess because I was standing in the front of my squad, because the way they did it in terms of height was in the... I don't know why they put the tallest guys up front. I guess so we could get shot first. You know, I thought about that when they were doing that, you know. But they picked me out and said, you be a squad leader. And I said, okay. And I started a couple of things I couldn't do, you know, physically and whatnot, so they didn't want me to, you know, they wanted me out of there. And I said, that's fine. But I also, I was smarter than the other guys, because I didn't want to be a squad leader. You know, I didn't want any part of that. I didn't want to be in the military, first of all. This is back down during the Vietnam conflict, or Vietnam War, or whatever you want to call it. And I wasn't really in favor of it, but I wasn't going to risk whatever my mother's political future and my future in whatever I decided to do by, you know, getting arrested for protesting against it. I just, you know, when asked, I told them, I said, you're not going to win that war. And I said, I'm making my decision based on what was told to me by military leaders from other parts of the world, you know, specialists in guerrilla warfare. They just said that, you know, there's no way you can win this war. So this war is not a war for anything other than politics and money. And I was proven right, and so was everybody else that was standing on the sidelines protesting the war. We were all right. You know, some people protested it one way. I just said, I'm not going, but I want to, you know, I don't want to end up without a country or something like that, you know, so I joined the National Guard. And it's just, you know, it gets to be, I can't find that article, I give up. It's a strange world we live in. How we process things, you know. I mean, it's like what's going on now. What's happening right now is with Trump and everything that's going on, you know. Why? You know, it doesn't make any sense. It just, I don't know. I get okay. I just don't know. I get very disappointed with the things that are going on. All right, listen, it's Friday. I doubt there's going to be a big announcement later on today or anything like that. But you know the story. If it's there, I'll get it. You know, I'll try to get it. And say something stupid about it. Because it'll probably be a stupid story. So if I don't see you, I'll see you tomorrow.